All right, this is Scientific Notation Notes Day 2. So again, you can either fill it in. It is a Word document, so if you want to fill it in and keep it for your notes, you may do that. Or if you want to just write it on a separate sheet of paper, that also works. All right, to change a number into scientific notation, remember scientific notation is taking a really big number or a really small number and putting it in a little bit more manageable way of working with it. So in order to do that, we're going to be moving our decimal. All right. The blank tells us how many times to move our decimal. The exponent. So a recap on what an exponent is. I'm going to do a little note over here. Exponent is the small number. It's that little bitty tiny number. All right? If our exponent is negative, we move our decimal to the left. If our exponent is positive, we move our decimal to the right. So we'll look at some examples of that. 1.2 times 10 to the 4th. Our exponent is 4. It's that little number. And it is positive or negative? It is positive. So if you can't circle, then you're more than happy to use the highlight tool, or if you want to bold it or underline it, all of those are fine. So we will move our decimal 4 places, and it's positive, so we're going to move it to the right. So we had 1.2. We're going to move it 4, so we're going to do 4 loops going towards the right. So this is to the left, that's going to our right. So 1, 2, 3, 4. We'll put zeros in those loops. And so our number is 12,000. So 12,000 written in scientific notation is 1.2 times 10 to the 4th. Let's look at the next one. Our exponent is negative 8, and it is negative. So we will move our decimal 8 places, and it is negative, so it's going to go to the left. So I'm going to write 2 point, actually I'm going to move it over here, sorry, 2.78. I'm going to go 8 places to the left. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Very sloppy because I'm using pen and I shouldn't have. Sorry, my phone's going off. So I'm going to rewrite that over here. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And then 2, 7, 8. All right. Let's look at another one. Negative 4.78 times 10 to the 5th. Our exponent is a 5, and it is positive. So we'll move our decimal 5 places, and it's positive, so it's going to go to the right. So negative 4.78. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Put zeros in that loop. Notice that the exponent does not tell me how many zeros. That is a very common mistake that people make. It doesn't tell me how many zeros. It tells me how many places to move my decimal. All right. 6 times 10 to the negative 9th. Exponent is a negative 9, so it is negative. So we'll move our decimal 9 places to the, it's a negative, so it's going to be to our left. So, but this one's tricky, so I have the number 6. So I don't see a decimal here. So anytime we don't see a decimal, there's an imaginary decimal at the very end. Okay? So we're going to go 9 to the left. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Put my decimal. In each of those loops goes a 0. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 zeros. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and my 6. All right, let's look at the next one. 3.8976 times 10 to the 7th. Our exponent is 7, so it is positive. So we will move our decimal 7 places. It is positive, so it's going to go to the right. So I have 3.8976. And I do have to put all of those numbers. I can't ignore them. So I'm going to move it 7 spots. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Plug zeros. So I have 3, 8, 9, 7, 6, and 3 zeros. Place my commas. Alright, so if you look at the next page, this is on your own. This is the only page you have to turn in to me. It is just like the example problems we just did, filled out the same way. So tell me what your exponent is, if it's positive or negative, what way you're going to move it, and then what your answer is. Alright, good luck. If you have any questions, send me a message.